I want to mention that it's really the poetic genius and the powerful ideas of Rabbi Nachman that give the ability to Breslov today to try to convince people to put every aspect of their lives into the hands of a modern day Breslov Rebbe, not Rabbi Nachman. And the reason that I'm bringing this up, it's not that other chasidut are better. It's rather that Rabbi Nachman's, the power and the beauty of his thought is so awesome that it does attract people, and rightfully so. He has great ideas, important ideas. The other chasidut, look at their sefarim. Basically, they just don't think they have nothing to sell in the first place. And they don't attack Chabad because not only this, they're it sort of dresses up as Kabbalah, but it's teaching a different doctrine than the Kabbalah. But also that there's a slight problem with Chabad. That I really ought to let them know. So if any Chabad Chassidim are out there listening, let me just mention this fact that you really ought to be aware of. The Rebbe is dead. The Rebbe is dead. The Rebbe is dead. That means that he's not the Messiah and he's not God, and not both either. So that might be a problem for their philosophy, that he is the Messiah plus God, as was stated pretty clearly by the Rebbe himself, talking about like the tzaddik is the etzemat tzmiyuto lakuso, etc. It's all of that Chassidic nonsense. The unfortunate thing is that in every age that there's a type of credulity that people have for certain types of things. In the ancient world, we all look at, they were believing in idols, and in the Middle Ages there was witch burnings, and in Rome there was the gladiator contest. Everybody has its own shtuyot, and especially for that aspect of the human being to believe in something. In the Middle Ages they had unicorns and these lizards that lived in ash and in fire, the salamanders. So now we have a new type of credulity. We laugh at those types of things that they were doing. Now we have a different type of credulity. The Chassidic tzaddik, the all-knowing, all-wise, all-benevolent Chassidic tzaddik. And this is the type of belief that every person entering a Chassidic yeshiva is expected to have. He enters the yeshiva. He's accepting the colossal assumption of this unvarying benevolence, of this all-knowing, all-seeing Rebbe, and give him absolute power. Power is way beyond that of a dictator over his life, and this seems to me to be quite contrary to anything that Rabbi Nachman could have possibly intended. Even though, the name of Rabbi Nachman is used to set up all of these small fiefdoms, all based on the same assumption that people are supposed to believe in not in Rabbi Nachman, but in this present-day Rebbe as being some type of unquestionable, completely benevolent being. This seems to me to be a problem. It would be better, I would think, to sort of set up a system based on the system Klal Yisrael, it had for a long time, of learning the Talmud, learning the Mishnah, and learning Mussar also along with that, and with Rabbi Nachman to also learn his sefarim on the side. Definitely very great importance for him, very important and good ideas. But all this other nonsense built to Rabbi Nachman, I think that is not in accordance with what his intentions were. Well, thank you for listening.